Ich träume und die Welt erzittert.
Yes! Yes! Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today I have for you guys 2 replays featuring tier 10 British medium tanks. The first one is in the FV4202, and the second in the Centurion Action X. And we are on Fjords, and this is going to be titled Maximum Effort because, well, maximum efforting. Can you make that into a verb? Probably not, because it's a noun. It's effort. Put a lot of effort into that. But now I'm efforting my maximization. There we go. I like that. Anywho's, now we're just rambling around like an idiot. Here on Fjords, from the north side, there's a really good spot you can go to with your faster tanks with gun depression. Pretty much fast tanks with gun depression. And the FV4202 does, in fact, fit the bill. Barely. It's barely fast. 50 kilometers an hour is kind of like, is it fast? Well, with the power to weight, I would say yes. And here we are. We are climbing up here, and we put a shell into that guy, and someone else bounces off, and we're taking a lot of damage here. But now that we're up, we are going to feast, because this position is amazing, and I love it, and I want it to be mine more. So we snap a shot there, because we saw the guy going around the rocks, so we decided to snap it off before he got there. And now we're just going to put shells into these guys. After we're done lagging. Okay, we're not lagging. Now we're going to put shells into these guys. You know, just a little bit of lag there, just a little bit. And we're auto-locking again. We could aim manually, but I'm too lazy for that. To manually aim, because, you know, it's a French heavy tank. See, look at that. Manually aim, ammo rack, no problem. But we're probably going to aim at this 257. Yeah, we manually aim that one. We put it in. There we go. One shell at a time. That's what we're doing. It's working out pretty well. We got tanks behind us. Good. Making sure there's somebody covering my back, and we do. And so from here, we're able to just put shot after shot. AMX 5120. Snap it off. We don't actually get spotted, so that's pretty nice. But I still decided to pull back, so only my roof is showing, because the roof on this tank is so strong. It's ridiculous. And we just put another shell in. This is all you have to do, really, with this kind of penetration, fighting these kinds of tanks. But here we go. We're going to aim this one manually, because that tank has really trolly armor. But we find the shell, and we put it in, and we penetrate. And look, we're just farming damage at this point. Put another shell in, getting him a little bit lower. One shot at a time, frankly, is all you have to do. We're just trying to make sure he doesn't find a clean shot. Snap another one, and he misses. And so now we have the opportunity to hopefully kill him, unless he can get behind his rock again. Can we kill him? Can we kill him? No, there's more people. Come on, can we find a shot? Now we're still spotted. We're waiting to go undetected. There we go. We're not spotted anymore. Now we should put another shell into these guys. Hey, Tiger 2. How you doing, bud? Nope, no shot. Okay, we're going to pull back again. Just trying to find some shots. Playing it safe. Oh, did I have Hesh loaded for a moment? Or did I just click A twice for no reason whatsoever? I have no clue. But regardless, there we go. Can we kill him now? Maybe if I go over to the right side. Oh boy, here comes a light tank. We're going to have to deal with him, actually. Snap a shot in. Y aim. He was driving not necessarily horizontal to us, kind of diagonally. So our auto lock was no problem. Our shells fly fast enough. And then he's driving directly away from me, which means we can auto lock. And now he's driving horizontally, so I decided to aim that one, and I missed because I can't aim for the life of me. That's just the way it is. But here they come. Here they come. They're coming now. Auto lock, put another shell in. He bounces off of us. Did that track him or ammo rack him? I don't know. It did some sort of critical damage. But now he goes down. And now we're changing our attention to the Tiger 2. He goes down. And now it's just this guy. Hey, bud. How are you? How are you? Your friends are gone. What's it like? Well, I still have friends, so. Can we kill this guy? Gonna try to find a shot on his roof. There it is. Boom, we put it in. Now he's a one shot for us. Or this guy. Is this guy gonna finish him off for us? Nope, he doesn't quite roll high enough, but now his gun's not looking. We should be able to finish him off for free, and we do. He goes down. And actually, looking at my ammo count, it looks like I did shoot 4 Hesh shells, and I wasn't even paying attention. Well, I'm sure they penetrated, because I didn't see any low damage rolls. I think they must have penetrated. Maybe they didn't, and I'm just going crazy. Well, considering the intro to this video, the latter makes a little bit of sense. But now we're going after these guys. Our team is kind of, well, we're kind of tied. Oh, never mind. We were close. The scores were close, and then I opened my big mouth, and now the scores are no longer close. And we decided, okay, if we sit here, we should be able to support him. No, 4005 just fires. Okay, so now we got to go. Where do I want to go to support this guy? He's the one I want to support. I was going to go support the other guy, but he's dead, so now that would be a bad idea, because then I would be by myself. And now we have this other tank behind us who's closing in as well on our team, so this is the right choice. Go after this guy. Boom, we finish him off. Now we're going to change our attention to this light tank, since we just killed the 704. And we still have, like I said, this tank behind us who's hopefully going to support us as we, you know, tried to support our 4005. So if this guy can keep guys off my back, I'll keep guys off his side. So that's the plan anyway. But we've got this WZ-111-14. And so I've decided, okay, we need to get hull down here. And we also need to kill this guy rather quickly. Can we find a shot underneath that? Yeah, we can. Come on. Nah, we missed, unfortunately. He pulled back anyway, so I think it would have bounced off his upper plate because he was angled back anyway. But I think he underestimates our reload, because now we're reloaded just like that. We fire the shell. No, we only hit his tracks. We don't actually make contact with his hull, or maybe we did, but at an extreme angle. But we've got to help this guy. For some reason, he's shooting at me instead of the guy directly in front of him. But hey, you know what? Whatever. Maybe these guys are platooned. Oh yeah, they are platooned. 2 heavy tanks are platooned, so they both decided that they want to kill me. The 5-8, sorry, the 1-4 misses me there, or someone else missed me. I don't know whose shot that was. But regardless, now we can move in on this guy because we have to. We have to make a play. So going after him, we're gonna shoot him in the tracks. Just kidding. We miss him and shoot the dead tank instead. But he puts this rock in between himself and me, which was the right play. But now he's still just tunneled on me, and he only wants to shoot me. So I'm just gonna wait for him to fire. Finally, he changes his attention to the Action X, so we're able to put a free shell into him, and we're gonna pull away. I don't know why he didn't shoot the Action X in the first place anyway, because the Action X was a possible one-shot for him. They were just intent with shooting me, apparently. Even though if they had both shot the Action X would have been dead. He dies anyway to artillery. And this game could have been completely different for them. Anyway, now it is a 1 versus 4 situation. We cannot get a Kolobanov's medal this game, but maybe we can still pull this one out. If that Action X did not get killed by Artie there, this may have been a little bit easier. But alas, he did in fact get killed by Artie. I didn't see where the Artie hit, and I didn't see a splash, so I think the Artie actually hit the Action X direct. But I'm probably wrong. I'm watching this on the small screen. No, I'm not Spartan Elite. I'm not going to make excuses like that. I'm watching this on a huge screen. Ginormous. It's like 4x7, so no problem. I can see everything. But they spot me. I was trying to get down and around as quickly as I could. Unfortunately, their medium tank spots me driving through. But we do fire a shell on the move, and we actually hit him, and now he is a one-shot for us. I think he's a one-shot for us. But now we've decided, okay, we're going to go down below, and he misses. Somebody misses. Was that the Patton? Or it's the light tank, T-49, the one that we failed to kill earlier. Oh my goodness, if we had killed him earlier, this would be so much easier. But he's coming around the corner. Can we finish him? Yes, we can. He doesn't actually penetrate our vehicle, so that's actually perfect. If we can reload before anyone else shows up, then that T-49 would have died in vain. And he does. He dies in vain. He gets himself killed, doesn't do any damage, and I'm reloaded. Doesn't matter whatsoever. Here comes a Pat. We're going to put a shell into him. He misses. We put a shell into him, but then here comes the T-54. Can we block a shell from him? No, we can't, because he's looking down at our hull, and now we're going to hopefully finish off this T-54, but I donk it into his turret, and we unfortunately go down and die. Now, a lot of the times, you kind of want to, when you lose a game like this, you really want to look back and ask yourself what you could have done. I know it's kind of annoying. You're like, oh, yeah, but looking back and saying what you could have done won't change it. But it will help you next time you play. We do 8,000 damage, but we do not pull off the victory. Now, looking back at this game, if I had managed to block the shell from the T-54, then penetrated the T-54, I would have had enough health to take a hit from the Patton, and then be able to turn and fight the Patton and hope for another bounce. And then I could have possibly won that game. That's what could have happened. So what I should have done was really manage my armor a little bit better and prioritize my targets, and made sure my first shell that was fired went into the T-54 and killed him. But, you know, we didn't do that, and because of that, we lost. Now, we are platooned up with Prescott, aka Ash Daddy, and we are on Pilsen. This map, I really enjoy this map. I didn't before, but I'm starting to grow a liking towards it. I really am. Not a liking. I have a liking, I do, but a liking. I like this map. Though, I guess a liking. There we go. Would be good on this map. Oh boy. I need to stop. But we are in the Action X, and what's special about the Action X compared to the FV4202? Well, it goes 3 kilometers an hour faster, but it's slower. It's sluggish. More sluggish. There we go. Its engine is meaty, yes, but it's a lot heavier and a lot bigger, and its armor isn't quite as good because the angling isn't as defined. Now, the turret on this thing is much better. Kind of better. It's 254 millimeters of frontal turret armor, which is really good, especially around the gun and the turret ring. That's all 254, which is great because on the FV4202 it's only 200, so you can pen that. However, this thing doesn't have as strong cheeks or as strong turret roof. The turret roof on the FV4202 will bounce every shell in the game, including a Jagdpanzer E100 heat shell. This thing will not bounce that off its turret. Its turret is very well rounded. It's got about 270 to 300 all around turret armor on the front, so premium shells will go through it. Standard shells will have a tough time, but they can still go through this thing. Meanwhile, on the FV4202, it's a matter of where you aim, whether or not you will penetrate or not. And there you go. There's the upper hull or the turret. I don't know which working out there. It is the upper hull is still 120, so it was really well angled towards that T10. So had he shot me in my upper hull there, which I think he might have, it might have been the turret, he would have bounced off. And same with the turret, it was angled back, and either way he would have bounced off of us unless he was able to catch our side. But there's a T92, and he puts a shell into us. We haven't done much so far this game, but you know, it's just started. Now that we're talking about good turrets, that guy's got a really good turret. We get a little bit lucky there. I was aiming directly next to his gun, because next to his gun is about 254 effective, same kind of turret, millimeters wise anyway. And so we're gonna put it straight through and hope to get a high roll, but he pulls forward as soon as we go to fire, and instead we hit right outside of his mantlet, which once again is only one layer of armor. So it was about, once again, 254 effective, and our 268 millimeters of penetration was able to go through no problem. We fire a shell into that Jagdtiger. I think we hit him in the gun, the tip of the gun, I think, because we should have been able to go through his upper hull, no problem. But I could be wrong. We could have hit his upper hull and bounced off and just got a pretty low damage roll. Because I think you need 220, and plus we're above him, so we probably would have needed like 210, something like that, millimeters of penetration to go through, which I think 268 can actually roll low enough to do that. Anyway, we go for the same shot the first time we penetrated that guy, and it goes in again. We aimed right next to his mantlet, and we go straight into his turret. And now we're going to try to get the kill on this guy. Can we? Yes, we can. And he goes down. He actually goes down, only putting one shell into us, which was huge, because he was in a really good position on us. He really was, and he could have really harassed us, but he pulls back and gives up his hull down and gun depression advantages. Even though technically we had the same gun depression, he was just back on the slope, which kind of gave him the advantage, but he gave it up and gave us the ability to use our gun depression instead. And that's what you want to do with these tanks when you have gun depression like that and a good turret. You want to get far up on the slope and push the enemy back so they can only see your turret. You want to be the aggressive player on the ridge lines when you are in a tank that's good on ridge lines. If you pull back and the enemy pushes up, then you're just defeating the purpose of your gun depression and turret. So that's what you really want to do. You want to catch people on top of the... You need to catch people while you're on top of the ridge. Don't let them get on top of the ridge. That's your spot. Of course, you can let them take the top of the ridge. If you think they don't have enough gun depression, you can track them. There's all sorts of things you can do. But when you're playing aggressive, you really want to catch people with yourself on top of the ridge. And that's what we're doing here. See, I'm going to the top of this ridge because now I'm using my full gun depression. And because of that, he realizes that he's not going to be able to do anything to me while I'm hull down, and he runs away, because not only am I using my gun depression and my turret strong, but because I'm using my gun depression, my tank is angled back, which gives me more effective armor on the turret. We put a shell now into that waffle, making him a one-shot, but everyone on my team seems to be dying, and we're just trying to do as much damage as we can here, trying to win, see if we can get some kills. That's what we need to do. But here comes, what is that? Is that a T-57 heavy? Yes, it is. He's coming around this corner. No, it's a Patton. I lied. It is American, but it's not a T-57 heavy. And once again, I want to be on the backside of this ridge, right here. Perfect. He fires a shell and he misses, but only our turret is showing. And once again, I've decided that we need to be aggressive if we want to win this. Come on, can we kill this guy? No, we can't. We missed the kill on him, unfortunately. Come on, Prescott. Can you pick him up? I don't know where Prescott is. I don't know where he went. I think he went into the town. I can't see him on my map. There he is. I see him now, actually. He's way over on the left side, but he's still in the back area like me. Yeah, there he is. And I think he's caught himself out, and the only way back to where I am is through the open. He unfortunately bounces off the Patton, so I've decided to pick him up, and I've told him I'm going to kill this Patton. Just keep me covered. So we're going in. We're going to kill this Patton no matter what. We've got to kill him, get a gun off the board. Where is he? He unfortunately was facing us, and he puts a shell into us. Unfortunately there, which is really crazy that he was looking. And then another shell. Someone else finds a shot into us, and we take another hit. Things are not going exactly as we wanted. We needed those 800 hit points. Is that how much we lost? I don't know. But hopefully we can win this with the health we have left. We can take one more hit from most tanks in this game, other than the 277 and some of the tank destroyers. Though the tank destroyers are all low on health. Actually, this guy pulls out. Yes, we finish him off. We keep Prescott alive. The 277 is still full health, and they've got a platoon of T-28s, or T-28 prototypes. But there we go. Once again, we want to catch this guy while we're on the back side of the ridge, and we do, and he goes down. And now it's a 3 versus 5. And here comes the T-57 Heavy. We're going to put a shell into him. I wanted to track him. Down goes Prescott. We put a shell in T-57 Heavy. Now it's a 1 versus 5 situation here. Can we get another shell into this guy? We want to fight him on the back side of the ridge. Well, we know the 277 has shots on us, so I've kind of decided we're going to pull up and allow him to shoot us in the hull. We can take one hit, but I know he's reloading now because he only had one more shot left. He put two of them into the artillery, then he fired and missed one, so I know knew we could take one shell from him, and we finish him off. But now we're on one hit for every tank in this game. I just want to make sure I got underneath the guns of the 277 and the tank destroyers, because we don't know where the tank destroyers are. So now I'm going to find myself in a position where I want to be able to track this guy. We put a shell, and unfortunately it looks like we hit his turret there, and we bounce off. Can we hold him here? Now, like I said, we want to catch him on top of this ridge, but unfortunately T-28 prototype finds a shell into us and finishes us off, and we go down. What could I have done differently there? Well, I could have killed the Patton a little bit faster. If I killed the Patton before he shot me, and then exited that situation before the other tank shot me. What was the other tank that shot me? I didn't see what it was. But regardless, we took 2 unnecessary hits, and because of that, we are killed by 1 shot from the T-28 prototype. And that right there is probably what lost us the game. If we were able to take a hit from the T-28 prototype, then we would have been able to reposition ourselves and try to catch this 277, who doesn't have the greatest gun depression, out, because he was in a hilly environment. If we were able to track him with his gun up, we might have been able to win that. But regardless, we weren't able to. But we did our best. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry I showed you 2 sad losses. But, you know what? Stay tuned for, like, tomorrow, when I think we have a live stream, and maybe Wednesday we'll have another video, and this time we'll have some wins. How's that sound? But anyway, we still put our best into the games, and all you can do from those games is just learn from them and do better next time. So if you guys enjoyed, if you did, slap that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all later. Take care, and peace out.